Hey, yer. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the guy. Always on the job. I got five. Let's talk. Real talk. Today, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Just want to give a shout out and thanks to all my subscribers, to all those that like, view, and share this content. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me, man. You know what I'm saying? We are trying to get to 1,000. So, you know what I'm saying? Share, like, and continue to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Today, we talking about Emmet Till, 1954, man. Young man that was killed for allegedly whistling at a white woman. Um, and for y'all that don't know about Emmett Till or, never even, just heard the name, but didn't, this man was brutally beaten. Um, and his mom was a drug dealer back in New York. That's what a lot of people don't get. But before we get into that, as always, man, I got to play that Crenshaw music for you, man. And this one is my boy Bob Baboo featuring Young Venom, and it's called The Beat Goes. It's 2011. It's real Crenshaw music though.
Motherfucking see him. I don't believe them. Dude, in the pit, down to the shoe, the neck and like move. Probably got a couple chickens doing brand new things. Niggas screaming that the West is back. We ain't never won the West. Like, how the fuck is that? Look, we straight down no front row. You see me on TV, I never went Hollywood. Couple hoes from the video. Yeah, I tripping off a city hoe. Really got pretty good. Me and Bob both come tight. Spent a minute on the beat, but it bumped right. Then I too slow. We did fast a lot. Catching the fields like a hazard lot. With my son on me, feeling right. Niggas know I shit when I rap the mic.
Y'all Stalker Boy Entertainment. You feel me? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second right here, man. But as y'all know, though, like I said, though, man, we dealing with Emmet Till. Hey, rest in peace, Emmet Till, man. Uh, and it's sad that we got to report on this years later. So, for those that don't know about Emmet Till, let's get right into it, man. Uh, it's being reported Mississippi top law enforcement officials say she doesn't plan to pursue criminal charges against Carolyn Bryant Donham, the white woman whose false allegations led to the lynching of black teen Emmet Till in 1955. My bad, I said 54. Um, the Associated Press spoke with Michelle Williams, the chief of staff for Attorney General Lynn Finch's office, who said there is no new evidence to open the case back up. Now, we just gonna pause right there. You feel me? The bitch say there ain't no new evidence in the case for them to open it back up. You feel me? The woman made a statement on the stand. She said that this black teen whistled at her, which even in today's standards, nigga, is not a crime. But I'm gonna tell you what is a crime, though. It is a crime to give false testimony. It is a crime that you are the motivation of the lynching. It is a crime that you are the motivation for the murder. It is a crime that you are the motivation for hatred, for the demise of this young teen's life. And here it is, over a half a century later, and America's still not doing this fucking job. They still not sending motherfuckers to the gulag for doing what the fuck that for breaking the law. Not bending the law, for breaking the motherfucking law. If we gonna sit up here and say, oh, you know what I'm saying, America has changed, la da 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 da, right? Excuse me, I just took off my shirt and it fucked my beard up. I can't go for it. You feel me? Sorry about it. I got my shit, white status. But yeah, though, man, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. She sat up there 50 years ago. You feel me? Almost 50 years ago. Wait, over 50 years ago. 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000. No. 65, 75, 85, 95. Wait, 65, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015. Like I said, man, just had to make sure. Over 50 years ago, she gave false testimony. That's perjury. That means you got on the stand and you lied about a case. That's what that means. That means that you got on the stand and you sat there and you allowed somebody to be killed, hanged, maimed, and treated like a fucking animal. Even animals, white people treat their animals more better than that. I mean, you don't take a dog that shit in your house and take him out back and hang him, do you? This teen whistled out of somebody. He was in his adolescence. He's from New York, Chicago, the whole East Coast. You feel me? His culture, where they come up there, white people fuck with black people like that. Look at Malcolm X. Look at all the rest of the people in New York back at them times. They was fucking with white people, with white girls. That's just what they was doing. It wasn't no secret to it. It wasn't like it was something that was, but like I always say though, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't abuse yourself. You know you down in another part of the country that don't allow that shit. But here it is, you want to do it anyway. Nigga, I'm from New York City. Get a rope. That's, hey, you know what? That's probably where that came from. That sausage commercial. New York City. Get a rope. Yeah. You know, he whistled at her, man. And she went on stand and lied. So let's finish this though, man. Uh, Williams also said Fitch's office has had no contact with prosecutors in LaFleur County where Emmett's abduction and murder took place during the summer of 1955. Williams did not respond Monday to People's request for comment, but her statement to the Associated Press follows on the heels of the recent unearthing of a decade-old unserved warrant for Donham's arrest. It also comes days after a copy of her sealed memoir was provided to reporters. Claims in the unpublished manuscript seem to contradict claims Donham has made previously. In recent weeks, Emmett's relatives have been calling on officials to finally bring the murdered boy justice by arresting Donham, who is now nearing 90 years old and currently resides in North Carolina. Unserved arrest warrant for woman. Oh, hold on, wrong one. Emmett, who was from Chicago, was visiting relatives in Mississippi during the summer of '55 when Donham, then 21, accused him of whistling at her and attempting to grab her hand whilst inside a store. Days later, Emmet Till was kidnapped from a relative's house, beaten severely, mutilated before being shot. Afterwards, a large metal fan was tied to his neck with barbed wire, and his body was thrown into the Tallahatchie River. After they hung him, Donham's husband at the time, Roy Bryant, and Bryant's half brother, J.W. Millam, were tried for Emmett's murder, and an all white jury acquitted them in September of '55 after an hour of deliberation. In a magazine interview after the trial, both men admitted killing the boy. And this is even gives more reason why this bitch should be tried in court, why this bitch should be locked up. I don't give a fuck if she 90 years old. She needs to be fucking locked up. I mean, these people, her husband and his brother. Now, you may say, oh, she didn't have nothing to do with it. Well, if she didn't go tell her husband some little bullshit ass lie about the nigga whistling at her and grabbing her hand, you act like the nigga raped you. Y'all don't seem to realize of how these white people look at y'all. Y'all think that oh man, that's just them, or you feel me? You try to go holler at a white bitch and grab her hand. How you doing, man? Watch how she snatched that motherfucker back. And if it was in these times, if the times was still the same way, the bitch would probably call the police on you. You feel what I'm saying? But this bitch went out of her way. She is the motivation for the kidnap. She is the motivation for the murder, for the hanging, for the heinous, horrendous crime that they committed. She is the perpetrator of it. She concocted up a image and a storyline in her mind to where she went home, told her husband, and then days later, her husband and them concocted a plan and they kidnapped and killed him. Now, I don't know if the husband is still alive, right? More than likely, the husband and the stepbrother, half brother, they're dead. But guess who's not dead? This white back, mayonnaise body, white bread, chicken shit, Hawkenberry, Wonder Bread fucking cracker. Honky. This white bitch is still alive. And America is saying that there's no reason to try her in court. She lied. Now, what if I lie and say oh, this person robbed me. And then 10 years after he served his time, they find out that I was lying. I'm going to go to jail. It's called perjury, lying on the stand, making false testimony, making false claims, reporting a false crime. I mean, should I go on? Y'all need to wake up and see that America's not going to do shit for us. They don't give a fuck. This is 50 years ago. This happened 50 years ago. While she said in a 2017 interview that Emmett never touched or made sexual advances toward her, in the unpublished memoir, she claims the murdered boy did those things. The AP has reported that she also claims in the book titled I Am More Than a Wolf Whistle that she tried helping Emmet Till. The name of her book is I Am More Than a Wolf Whistle. The bitch is racist. The bitch is racist. You equating that a wolf, a predator, something that lives in the wild that comes out at night to feed. You saying you gonna name your book that you are more than a wolf whistle? Bitch, you lucky that he. I mean, you wasn't. I mean, this bitch look. Go up here. This bitch look like. Come on now, bitch. Come on now, bitch. You the bitch look like a fucking evil reptilian. Like on the real, the bitch looks evil, evil as fuck. So you are more than a wolf whistle. But then previously you said he never did it. Now that you 90, you saying that he did do those things. Which one is it? Which one is it? Because now you're lying. She continues on to say, I did not wish Emmett Till any harm and could not stop harm from coming to him since I didn't know what was planned for him. What you thought, like, what you thought? You named your book, I Am More Than a Wolf Whistle, proving that you had some type of racism. If that doesn't prove you or some had some type of racist bone in your body, you went home as felt disrespected by this young black teen, as you say, so-called whistled at you and grabbed your hand. You concocted up a lie to tell to your husband. You know how you could have stopped him or you could have helped him by never fucking making those false allegations. And that's why your ass should be locked up. You should be tried in a fucking court of law. You should be tried by peers of his community, and you should be sent off to jail. I don't give a fuck if you're 90 years old. You can shit and piss in your diaper in jail. It's motherfuckers 90 and 100 in jail. Send that bitch to jail. She lied. She committed murder. Just like the police won't persecute the police or the government won't persecute the police, or Kamala Harris never persecuted any police for killing people of color. This is the same thing, but worse. It's but worse. Y'all say that we have to understand, that the LAPD and police go through all this stringent process of firing them. But what about a citizen? A citizen that knowingly lied. What about those? This is when you guys see, and I know y'all probably, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. Bro, black people are under attack, and they under attack in a bad, violent situation. We are under attack educationally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and Community. We are at threat for all five of those things. Those 5 things that we are at threat with, and they keep uh, uh, um trying to ostracize us from, try to ostracize us from having it. Those are the power and refinement things that we need as a nation to have power and refinement. When they correct those 5 things, then you will see. But until then, you will not have power and refinement inside the United States government. You will not have power and refinement inside the United States government. Why? Because the same old honkies that been running this show since the beginning of time, it's still they nephews, they brothers, they uncles. It's still in the family. The people that are running this country are running off the values of the people that founded this country for their own reason. Now, y'all may sit up here and say, oh, it's not like that. Prove it. If all y'all, my white listeners and all that's, you feel me, that see this video, y'all say y'all not like that, share this video with an excerpt saying of how this bitch needs to be to go to jail. She needs to go to jail. I mean, I don't care if she's nice. She needs to be locked up for 90 more years. She continues on with her blabbery saying, uh, I tried to protect him by telling Roy that he's not the one. That's not him. Please take him home. So if you are such a good lady, you go home, you tell your husband and his brother, or your husband, and your husband relays the message to his brother. At a time like this, I don't see how you thought your husband or anybody else was just gonna take it like oil on water and just keep it pushing. I don't believe that. You had some type of hatred in your heart for this boy. He may have said something to you. He may have called you beautiful. He may have whistled at you. But he probably didn't grab your fucking hand because he knew that was a death sentence. You feel me? But then you go home and you tell your husband these things, and your husband comes out and you say, oh, that's not him. Let's go home. So the same boy that whistled at you, that's alleged to whistle at you, yo, you went home and your husband just happened to come out the house and find this same boy. He runs up on this same boy. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You was riding in him with that 1950 Ford F pickup truck, and you said, there go the little coon right there. I know you called him a coon. I know you called him a nigger. Black bastard and African monkey. I know you called him all that underneath the sun. And that's even more reasons why. Because, bitch, ain't nobody gonna believe that. If y'all believe that, tell me in the comments why y'all believe that. Tell me why y'all believe that she saw Emmet Till, the same boy that she's alleged to have whistled at her and grabbed her hand. That what is the chances? This is what I mean to say. What is the chances of her going home, telling her Caucasian husband that a young Negro whistled at her? What is the chances of him leaving the house and still finding that same Negro? What is the chances? Thank you. Very slim. She told she told her husband what time it was. It wasn't like it was it wasn't like it was something that was just put out there, like something that was just, oh, we just gonna go ahead and just say X, Y, and the third. Nah. For her to even go home, tell her husband that Emmett Till whistled at her and grabbed her hand in the convenience store, and then he leaves the house either instantly running into the little boy or driving around. But what is the chances He himself pulls up on Emmet Till, hops out, thinking this is the boy. Because if that's the case, she would say that he was running up on a gang of white people. I mean, a gang of little black teenage boys at the time. But he wasn't. He didn't. Because she told him they were out looking for him and she pointed to the nigga. But now you're saying that he ran down on him and you told him he wasn't the boy. So that's the second lie you told. First, you said Emmet Till whistled at you. Then, when your husband runs down on Emmet Till, that ain't the person that did it. Then, in your memoirs, you say that he did do it. You're a fucking liar, bitch. You white bread chicken shit, Hawkenberry, Wonder Bread ass cracker. You a fucking liar. You dirty white trailer track, Norman Button, Benjamin Button looking ass bitch. You white bread chicken shit, Hawkenberry. You fucking lie. And that's the reason why your dog ass need to be locked up. They need to throw away the key. They need to treat you the same way that they treat us out here in the street. And y'all need to get this out there. Emmet Till was killed for nothing other than a lie. And now they saying that there is no new evidence to prosecute this bitch. Well, I mean, the trial needs to happen or something because something is off in this. Emmet Till's not here to talk about his part. We never heard of eyewitnesses that was there. We only heard her story. Why is that? Because they didn't want to do no follow up. They didn't want to do no investigation. Oh man, the nigga died. We gonna leave it as that. Or the blacks, they'll forget about it. That's this what they keep telling us. We'll forget about it. We'll forget about it. We'll get over it. But how many times do we got to get over it? I don't give a fuck who you are. Your closest white friend will tell you, oh man, just get over it. That's how all white people are. All white people are like that. They tell all black people, oh, just get over it. Just get over it. It'll be something else. You know, God will bless you. But how many times do we got to get over it? When shit happens to them, when shit happens to America, we don't never tell them, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Just get over it, man. You know, it'll come again. Emmett Till was a young black teen in his adolescence. I mean, he was horny. I'm not even saying that he hollered at her. What up with it though, man? I see you though. I see you though, farm boy. Shout out to my boy. Not even, not even like that. But let's say that he did. He was adolescence. He was a horny young man. He whistled at you. He didn't rape you. He grabbed your hand because he thought you was beautiful. But to me, bitch, you look like a plastic bag of mayonnaise, bitch. Cool with water bag body. You look disgusting. You feel me? But these are the things that they think that we want them when in fact they want us. If somebody's females want you so bad, of course they gonna do certain shit. Cause they don't wanna if they male counterparts don't want them fucking with you and then they get caught up fucking with you, of course, more than likely 7, 8 out of 10, they gonna tell their male counterpart that you raped them, that you was aggressive in your hitting on them, that you did something that they didn't like. You feel what I'm saying? Because they men know that. They men know that they fuck with you, but then they want to look good to their men, so they be like, nah. I didn't twerk on him. I didn't wink my eye at that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But that's fucked up that now they won't even charge this bitch. They won't even charge you. You feel me? Um, read a little bit more of this with this punk ass bitch say. She claims in the manuscript that a fearless Emmet Till spoke up and identified himself and was then dragged away at gunpoint. This bitch is contradicting herself over and over and over again. What nigga you know, black nigga, in the 1950s, this nigga had to be crazy. This nigga had to be slow. This nigga had to be, to some degree, ADD or whatever that other disease is. You feel me? That they got. You feel me? But a nigga get a nigga whip out on you like, nigga, you touch my wife, nigga, you was whistling at my wife, you little nigger. I'm not even gonna be like, hell yeah, I did that. I'm not gonna say that. So if Emmet Till did that, the nigga was dumb. And y'all know how I get down. If you do some dumb shit, I'm gonna say it's dumb. But I don't see Emmet Till whistling at the bitch in 1955, trying to grab her hand in Mississippi, and then the white boy hop out on him with Blicky, and he be like, "Yeah, that was me. I was trying to fuck the little Wonder Bread. The fuck out of here. The bitch lying again. The bitch is lying yet again." So if y'all didn't catch it, listen. Emmet Till was allegedly at a convenience store. Uh, white bread, chicken shit, Hawkenberry, little Karen came by, and she alleged that he whistled at her and grabbed her hand. The bitch probably was like, "Oh my God, oh, how dare thee?" You feel me? And ran home and told her trailer park trash ass husband that was broke during this time, didn't have no money, nigga didn't want no fucking job. You feel what I'm saying? Because at these times in the 50s, the 30s, nigga 1900s up into the 1960s, black men were working. Black men were working. Go check them facts, man. Black men were working, bro. It was the white population, the white male population that refused to work. It was the white male population that started gangs. It was the white male population that started robbing shit in the neighborhood. Go back and do your facts. Go back and look at it. Black people were working. That's why the hatred for us got so intense, because we came from slavery and niggas started owning banks, supermarkets, nigga, pharmacies, car lots, schools, universities. We was teachers, doctors, right out of slavery. So motherfuckers was mad at that. They was mad. So what they do? Nigga, they burned down Black Wall Street. You feel me? Every time black man starts to make an advancement in America, here come the racist shit again. Here comes the white theology of domination coming through. You feel me? Her white privilege kicked in. Let's say he did whistle at her. Now her white privilege kick into the fact to where she says, "How dare thee? How dare you whistle at me?" And went to go tell her husband. But something is not really real about this story. Ain't nobody, listen, nobody, we never heard anybody's side of the story but this white bitch. But this white bitch. Don't y'all, even till today, there's no other side story or no other part of this story but from what she has told. What they did to Emmet Till, the other black people that was there, they probably scared the shit out of them. Just like the slave owners used to do on the slave plantation for a cruel and unusual a cruel and unusual punishment to instill fear into his subjects. So it was probably daylight. They went and snatched the nigga up, about to get night, snatched him up in front of his friends, and then nigga they found him. So what does that message send to the other black people? This is the message that they was trying to send to us through slavery, Jim Crow law, the laws that they have now, civil rights. It's because, excuse me, it's because of people like Emmett Till that we even had the civil rights movement. But yet, oh, we know the lady that falsely accused Emmet Till of X, Y, and the third, but we ain't gonna do nothing to her, right? Oh, we hear y'all preaching and walking and marching about civil rights, right? We hear y'all. We hear you. But we're gonna give these civil rights right to the Mexicans and to the fags, to the homosexuals. Matter of fact, we're gonna give the homosexuals more civil rights than we give y'all. No fault, no hatred to get the LGBTQ community. No hatred. But what y'all fucking need to realize is that y'all LBGTQ shit, that's personal. That's sexual orientation. That has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with civil rights. That has nothing. If you want to have sex with a man, that has nothing to do with civil rights. If you want to have sex with a woman, that has nothing to do with civil rights. Nothing. And anybody that treats you otherwise is violating, because now he's making it a civil situation by recognizing and treating you different because of who you are. Nobody was tripping off fags. Nobody, it was so many gay people in the world. Nobody really trip off gay people because they, have a gang of crew members that's down low. But they gave our civil rights that we fought hard, that our ancestors fought for. My grandmothers, my grandfathers, my ancestors fought hard, blood, sweat, and tears, been bitten by dogs, hoes turned on them to have civil rights. But have we got civil rights? Have we got civil rights? Nigga, how is the United States paying Germany in restitution for what happened with the Jews? They didn't do it. Hitler did it. So why is America still paying Israel billions of hundreds of dollars every year in aid and shit? Why does America help everybody else but the black? I'm just being honest, man. Let's finish saying what else. You feel me? Dorham wrote in her memoir that she always felt like a victim. I don't see how. As well as Emmy. What kind of victim? Nobody badgered you. Nobody came to your house, threatened to kill you, put wire around your neck, threw you in the river. Nobody did that to you. You are 90 years old. You felt like the victim because you didn't have enough courage to stand up and say that you fucking lied, and now you know what it feels like to be black. Even though nothing happened to you, that pain, that remorse, that regret set into your fucking soul, and you know you finna die. And you can't die like that. You got, even though you don't want to tell the truth, you want to speak on it in order to get that away from you. But what you think Emmet Till family been going through all these years? His mother, I don't know if he had brothers and sisters, but his family. I never knew the nigga wasn't even alive when the nigga was born or killed. But I feel bad for that young man. How dare you say that you're a victim as Emmet Till? How dare you? She said that she paid dearly with the altered life for what happened to him. I have always prayed that God will bless Emmett's family. I am truly sorry for the pain his family was caused. She writes toward the end of the book. You better reach out to God. You better reach out to God, because bitch, you finna go meet him. You finna go meet him. You feel me? You know you finna have to go see this man. You know you finna have to. That was that was a horrendous crime. Horrendous. For all y'all that don't know who Emmet Till is, just type in Emmet Till into your search bar and pull it up and look at that boy's face. And his mama said, no, we not gonna have no closed casket. We not gonna have no. His mama was from Chicago. His mama, if you, she was a what they call it, a educator. She was a teacher, but her family wasn't. Her family wasn't. She had an open casket so we can see what these white people done to her son. She wanted us to see, to feel that, to burn, to etch that memory into our brain that this is how they treat us. And this is how they always gonna look at you. And they always gonna treat you. Wake up, black man. Wake up, black woman. Wake up. Wake up. Foreign boy, if you ain't, man, make sure that you subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'll be going live on there. I'll drop content on there, man. Make sure you check it. You feel me? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend, man. But this is what we do, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. Hey, it's your boy Pharaoh the God, always on the motherfucking job. I got fire. Let's talk. Always real talk. But real shit, y'all. Real shit. You need to wake up, or at least be precautious. At least be precautious. If you go in a dirty laundry hamper to pull it, say you don't have a shirt to wear, right? You go in a dirty laundry hamper to pull out a shirt. You're precautious that this shirt smells, that this shirt may look dirty, or it can perceive to look dirty to somebody else. So you're gonna try to find the cleanest shirt in the dirty laundry hamper to put on. I don't care if you're going to the store, you're going out for the night, you feel me? It is what it is. It is what it is. But how the fuck do you feel like a victim after taking somebody's life? Y'all must understand that this lady should be on trial right now today. Y'all need to go ahead and nigga tag the bitch in it. Her name is, go back to this white bread chicken shit name. You feel me? White bread chicken shit of a bitch. Honky ass cracker bitch. Her name is Carolyn Bryant Donham. Make that bitch famous. Make that bitch famous. You feel me? Her memoirs are kept at the Southern Historical Collection at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where it remains under seal until 2036. Why so long? Why does her memoirs, this bitch is a nobody. Why do her memoirs have to be sealed into 2036? Why? What are you hiding? This is what's wrong with the government. They pick and choose things that they choose to be transparent with. Transparent with. This business, it deserves to be unsealed. If not unsealed, it deserves to be looked at by the Supreme Court. Just the way you supremely gathering this information, and you know about this information, but you want to keep it sealed, nigga, that's cool. Charge the bitch. We ain't gotta know what's in there, but charge that bitch, because we know that it's been stated that even after the killing, her husband and the brother said that they did it. Okay, they did it. They wouldn't have been able to do that crime if they weren't influenced or known about it, except by Carolyn Bryant Donham. They never would have committed the crime if she never came and told them about it. That's the same thing like murder. Accessory to murder after the fact. Nigga, if you come and tell me that this nigga just whooped your ass, nigga, or he just nigga, or X, Y, and the third, and I rock with you, like I'm not just saying like, oh nigga, you know what I'm saying, don't talk to her like that, like you a bitch, bro. Like nigga, calm that shit down. I'm talking about nigga, it ain't no words. I'm going to you for handle my business, and I kill this nigga, and they be like, it come out, or nigga, I be like, yeah, nigga, that nigga was talking shit to the homie, and woo, nigga, they gonna go charge the homie. That's why you keep your mouth closed. That's why you keep your mouth closed. But this crime Nobody knew about it but say 4 people: Emmet Till, Carolyn, her husband, and his brother. So take the white bitch out, take Carolyn out the equation. Take her out the equation, right? If you take her out the equation, it ain't no crime. There is no crime to be committed if Carolyn Bryant Donham is taken out the equation of Emmet Till's life. You didn't go home and tell your husband. Well, what is the chances of your husband running down on Emmet Till out of all the young black teenagers in Mississippi? What is the chances? And did you say that you told your husband that wasn't him and let's leave? But then you say Emmet Till say it was him and they forced him in the car at gunpoint. Not reporting a crime that you knew happened. What did they call them new crimes? Hate crimes. This bitch need to be charged with a hate crime. Straight up. How was it a hate crime? At that time, white people openly displayed their hatred and discrimination towards blacks. She felt disrespected and disgusted, not because of the sexual advancement, but because he was black making them sexual advancement comments. That on that ground of him being black and she felt disrespected, disgusted to where she went back and told her husband, that's a hate crime. It's a hate crime. Okay. He was the wrong person. Then why was your husband writing down on any blacks then? But I ain't even gonna entertain that. I ain't even gonna entertain that. You know why? Because we all know the truth. We all know what happened. She needs to be locked up. you know, she ain't made no comment. And also, the prosecutor in this case needs to be put on blast. Y'all need to put the prosecutor, we all need to put the prosecutor on blast for this. Because it ain't like she died. You feel me? It ain't like she died. You feel me? So the Attorney General, Lynn Fitch, you know, uh, she needs to be blasted. LYNNFITCOs. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that bitch. That's the prosecutor's name right there, Lynn Finch. I mean, the Attorney General. That's the Attorney General on the case. Attorney General Lynn Finch said there is no new evidence to open the case back up. Why? How? 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 There is discrepancies in the case that whether he touched her or not. We shouldn't have to wait till 2036 for a crime that happened in 1955 to find out what we think or what she says would happen. Because we can't believe her now. We can't believe her. She said he did it, he didn't do it, he didn't do it, he did it. Now we have to wait till the memoirs. Who is she? She's not nobody famous. She's not Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, nigga Princess Diana. She's not none of that shit. She's a regular trailer park, white honky tonk cornbread bitch. So why is her memoirs that she wrote down during that time? This ain't some shit that nigga she told the truth in that. They know what's in there. She needs to be put on a trial. She needs to be put in front of a jury and a judge and grilled. Did this shit really happen? And fuck all of that. Her husband and the brother said that they did it. And then how does she even connect? She needs to be tried in the kidnapping. At least, at least in the kidnapping. Didn't she say that when she was there, nigga, they ran down on Emmet Till and she said that it's not him? And then Emmet Till said it was him, and she seen that he was forced into the car at gunpoint, and yet she never called the police? That is accessory to kidnap, which also makes her accessory to murder after the fact. How dumb! I have no fucking legal PhD, none of that shit. But I know she witnessed a kidnapping and she didn't do nothing. She didn't call the police. She didn't report it. None of that shit. I'm pretty sure that her husband told her what he did to Emmet Till. She never called the police about that. So that's another thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This white bread bitch is covering something up. You feel me? It says in recent weeks, Emmett's relatives have been calling on officials to finally bring the murdered boy justice by arresting him. She is now facing. Oh, also, they had an arrest warrant for this bitch. They said the unearthing of an unserved warrant has relatives of Emmet Till calling on authorities in Mississippi to arrest a woman who falsely accused a 14. He was 14-year-old boy, Paco, what up with it, 3? Of lewd conduct in 55 leading to his abduction and lynching. So the bitch had an arrest warrant already back in 1955 for her arrest, but they never served it. The bitch was able to live out her whole fucking life on the streets. This bitch was living her life, nigga. Why? Like she got this nigga. She witnessed him be kidnapped. They put a fucking barbed wire. Uh, they put barbed wire around his neck, hung him from a tree, then threw him in the North Carolina in the river. This bitch knew all of this. Not at one time did she go to the police and say anything. And like I say, man, if you just go pull up Emmet Till, it don't matter, nigga, YouTube, nigga, fucking TikTok, nigga, Twitter, it don't matter. Search Emmet Till and look at his face. They beat the shit out of this nigga in 55. They beat the dog shit out of him. How would you feel if there was an arrest warrant out for somebody that killed your family member? And I'm talking to you white bread chicken shit honkies too. How would you feel that you found out it was an arrest warrant and a suspect of killing your family member? It was a warrant out for their arrest and they never served it. How would you feel? How the fuck would you feel? But y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck. And black people need to start giving a fuck. Because if it happens to you, the same thing gonna fucking happen. What y'all think gonna happen, nigga, when the shit get racially motivated in a few decades? Well, I mean, what then? I feel sad for a lot of black people because a lot of black people are gonna sit there and gonna allow motherfuckers in these white motherfuckers into their life, and they gonna kill them. Look at the white boy that walked into the black church years ago, sat right down, and and killed everybody. Fuck, nigga, how do you let nigga? I'm not even on no racist shit, but if a white boy come into the mosque where I'm at, nigga, I'm a sup, I you feel me? I'm gonna pray right next to the nigga. You feel me? Like, not like that, but you feel me? Like, and I'm saying that on some like, you feel me? If if we had racism that segregated our religion in Islam, like if we had only black mosques where, you know, Pakistanians, Arabs, Indians, Asians, Caucasians frequented. The thing about Islam is that you can easily go to any mosque, especially here in Los Angeles. Go to any mosque and you go see the diversity. But in church, you're gonna see two churches on one corner, one Mexican, one black, everywhere. Why? Because they got that difference in their religion. They make their religion different. They make their religion racist. You got two, three corners. You got four corners. If it was four churches on that corner, it'd be four different Bible readings. If they was all black, there'd be four different things. But nobody could get around the fact that this boy was brutally murdered, kidnapped, and they say that his manhood, his male piece was cut off. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't want to get political, you know what I'm saying? But what I am gonna say is it's some fucked up shit, man. And now that this is coming out that this lady had a warrant for her arrest. Murder, the charges for murder, like you can never escape murder, right? You could like for those that really be in the streets, like that's why niggas say don't talk about the shit that you do. Like sit there, be calculated. Like okay, robbery, shit like that is 5 years. You know, stealing is 3. You know, you think about the crimes that you committed before you speak on them, and then you got to speak on them and know that okay, if I did another crime that ain't forgiven, I really can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what the fuck you doing. You know, so murder ain't got no limitation. Has no limitation on it. So that warrant needs to be served. That warrant needs to be, you know, authorized. You know what I'm saying? No new evidence. Bitch, y'all never even looked for none. Y'all looked right over it. You feel what the fuck I'm saying? So y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the God, man. Always on the motherfucking job. I got 5. Let's talk real talk, man. You feel me? Hey, and stop playing though, man. Get it in your brain like your name. I'm here not to say the same old thing, but to teach you something new though, man. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? In these days and times, you know what I'm saying? Men gotta start standing up to be men. You feel me? And our race need to stand up to accept their race and accept what, you know, the atrocities that's put on us here in America. I'm not asking nobody to go kidnap somebody else's son and beat the shit out of him and kick him in his face, bash his face in with a pole. I'm not asking y'all to do none of that. Then go throw him in the river. I'm not asking y'all to do none of that. I'm asking y'all to stop fucking sitting up here, nigga, giving these motherfuckers excuses. I'm asking y'all to stop letting these motherfuckers get away with this horrendous, this outlandish, racist crimes, bro. Stop giving them excuses. Start holding them accountable. Stop it, bro. These is your own people that these people are fucking over. That doing everything over to. And y'all sitting up here and y'all just letting it happen. You feel what I'm saying? For those on the Instagram, to catch the end of this, you will have to go to my YouTube page and get the rest of it. You feel me? I'm gonna cut it off here, but I'm still gonna be going on YouTube. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Catch me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. I got five. Let's talk, man. Always kicking some real knowledge, man. Always talking about real shit. You feel me? Just a real nigga talking some real game, man. Hey, fuck with me and subscribe. But yeah, though, man, it's uh my bad, Joy, my bad. Um, yeah, start holding people accountable, man. Hold yourself accountable, man. You know what I'm saying? The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, he says that, Allah teaches us that if you can't change something with your hands, if you can't change the evil with your hands, then change, speak out against it. Try to change it with your mouth. And if you can't change it with your mouth, then dislike it in your heart. For surely that is the smallest thing you can do. If you can't do it, if you can't speak, try to fix it, you know what I'm saying, to turn something evil bad, or if you can't stop it from happening, speak out against it. Give notice to it, give rise to it. Make others that are stronger, make them hold them accountable. But at least speak out against it. Because this changing it with your hands is the strongest. You feel me? Then speaking out against it is the second of the strongest. But then just hating it in your heart and disliking it in your heart, that's the least of the three. At least do that. And, with that, may y'all, you know what I'm saying, give rise to this situation and let people know what's really going on, man. You feel me? And like I always said, tell a friend to tell another friend to share, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And try to make this situation more national. She had an arrest warrant for beating a 14-year-old, her husband beating a 14-year-old boy to death, kidnapped. This is all accessory. She watched him be kidnapped. She didn't see him get murdered, but, she knows. So, accessory to kidnap, at least that's 15 years. Let her die in prison. Let her die in prison. I think she needs to be held accountable and get sentenced every day for her crime. With that being said, hey,